We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames to see what is going on for the twin flame collective, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine. Today is bringing some big energies as well too, as it is our Libra full moon, but also our lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses are huge for twin flames as they're activating our south and north node. Our south node is our karma that we came into this lifetime with. It's very connected with our family karma and our karmic past. And our destiny is always in the opposite direction. It is our compass moving forward. So that means that any destined connections, such as twin flame connections, are being activated during this time. We also have a huge theme around clearing karma that may be holding the twin flames back as well too, releasing and clearing old energies, past energies, and karmic patterns to shift towards our destiny as well too. But we're going to go ahead and start with a reading for the divine feminine. Pay attention to where you have Libra in your birth chart right now, as these areas are being extra activated. So I can tell you I have Libra 3 times in my chart. I always say 3 times is a stellium, and it makes it kind of strong. It makes you kind of strong in certain areas. My twin flame also has 3 times Libra in their chart too. So just know that sometimes you guys are going to find a lot of synchronicities with this person, or similarities, especially astrologically as well too. So pay attention to where you do have Libra in your birth charts, as these areas are being extra activated right now. I also have, just for example, that I have Saturn in Libra, and so does my twin flame. This is your karmic path in life as well too. And this is learning through relationships, right? So this eclipse is also bringing up relationships as well too, but it's also bringing up karma as well too. So you may want to check out where your own karmic placement is, or any Libra placements as well too, as these things are coming up for clearing during this time. We also have relationships coming up for review as well too. So we're going to kind of just talk about a few messages coming through. We'll start with the divine feminine. If you're the divine masculine watching this video, take this as messages from your divine feminine directly, or just messages from the feminine collective. When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. And I think it's important also following your inner guidance, divine feminine. And this is huge for the feminines. If you're in separation, you're being guided to let go during this time and to release your masculine. This might be temporary. If you're truly meant to be, this person will come back. It may not. This could be happen for many reasons. Unhealed aspects, wasn't divine timing. This person was delaying or slowing down union on the other end. Oftentimes are things that can come up as reasons why. You're being guided to let go and to really focus on yourself and your own energy, and to be giving yourself that love instead during this time. So we see divine feminine. Some of you guys are being guided to let go, and this is something you can't truly move on from. There's always going to be a piece of you kind of hanging on to this as well too, but you're being guided to release what you can this full moon right now, especially when it comes to your twin flame union. Sometimes eclipses can bring purges as well too, and releases of energy. It's like a huge letting go of energy that's happening right now too. This may be happening around your twin flame situation as well too, especially if things are playing out past your control during this time too. So we see not just a surrender, but a letting go happening as well too. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship that you deserve. So healing is not just like a one-time thing. It's like a continual working on yourself. What you're working on in this lifetime as well too is working on improving yourself, bettering yourself, healing yourself, tweaking things, right? Constantly working on yourself. So this is what's happening with the divine feminine. You're being guided to pull back and to focus on healing yourself, giving yourself that love that you deserve, knowing that you deserve that divine union and that relationship and everything that this partner has to offer you as well too. Preparing for union, those in separation. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us, and this is something that time and space doesn't matter. You're always feeling each other across time and space. It's the same with different kind of energies and things like that. It's something that even death can't stop. It transcends death. It transcends time and space, this connection, as you each share that bigger piece of your soul as well too. So you've been made aware, Divine Feminine, of this connection so that you know how to navigate it right now. This is time where you're also needing to trust your path as well too. And if this person, if you're in separation, is truly meant for you, you're going to cross paths in divine timing. And there's different reasons why this may happen. You're feeling this connection. Doesn't matter if there's distance, separation, that is an illusion. You're able to feel this person all of the time as well too. Whether you're thinking about them, crossing your mind, it's almost like in the ethers where you're tapping in on that multi-dimensional level. So once you do become multi-dimensional, you're able to access multiple dimensions and you're feeling this person, you're tapping into them energetically as well too. So you're realizing the power of this connection. You've been made aware of this connection for a reason so that you know how to navigate it. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. We see the Divine Feminines doing something powerful. You guys are turning into the healer, the priestess, the teacher, and different archetypes, the goddess, right? You're rising up out of a lot as well too within the feminine constructs, and it's not going unnoticed as well too. Some of you guys are working on spiritual businesses, missions, purposes, conscious parenting, whatever it is that you're being guided to do or work through during this time. Your lessons are specific to your spiritual awakening and to rising up as well too. Really working on yourself and your spiritual path. Some of you guys are in separation because you were putting too much time, focus, and energy on someone outside of yourself or other people, and you've been pulled back so that you can work on your own projects, your own work, your own path, or whatever it is that you have going on. Now, this is a general reading, so I always say do the individual readings on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I do phone call sessions with you guys for the readings. You can do the twin flame reading as often as you need it. I'm going to help you with shifting things and going into whatever is coming up for you as well too. And I always say do more energy healings. I do tons of clearings, healing sessions, and activations on my website. This is one thing that's going to speed up your twin flame union and process and healing yourself and getting where you need to be as well too. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for going deeper. I have my own way of doing things where I take you back into your past Akashic, into certain situations that may be blocking your union or coming up as problems in your life now. I'm really good at pinpointing these areas. I help you go back and heal your inner childhood, past relationship stuff, and even attachment issues and things like that as well too. So check out my twin flame coaching. I always say you probably definitely need it if you're on the twin flame path. Great for if you're just trying to dive deeper into things, or if you're trying to shift out of separation energies as well too. If you need me, just book me on my website. You guys know I'm doing eclipse healings as well too. Make sure you're really tapping into these energies. We want to be using these eclipse energies as they can help you with your timelines right now, getting back on track, especially when it comes to your twin flame situation or your twin flame union. You want to be tapping into these energies for manifesting and healing. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of this eclipse. And if you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website. All right, we have money stuff coming up, sacral stuff, and this is having different values. Some of you guys may have been born in complete opposite families where, you know, you could have been born into a rich family and your twin flame a poor family, or vice versa. And this could go for your financial situations right now. You know, maybe one of you guys flows really easy and has money and the other has struggled with it energetically as well too. So this is having different values. This could be cultural things. Some of you guys come from different cultures or countries. It could just be upbringing. Some of you guys might have just grown up very different as well too, but this is about your sacral and how you process energy as well too. You guys might feel like your opposites being brought together as the divine feminine and the divine masculine, as you guys are kind of wired up differently as well too. Divine feminine, your sacral chakra is coming up. This is neglected. I failed to give you what you need. You might feel this person failed to love you back. This could be, I always say, unrequited love, and them not stepping up to the plate, things like that. It's important that you're letting go of expectations with the twin flame journey. This is not a 3D relationship, and oftentimes it can take time and a whole spiritual path, because it's more about spiritual awakening, to work into union as well too. Needing to heal your sacral for the divine feminine, and needing to give yourself more love, whether you're needing to love those shadow aspects that got brought out or mirrored back to you, needing to just take better care of your energy. It's eclipse season. I know we should be soaking up these eclipse vibes, but make sure you're doubling down on your self-care right now. Like, take care of your physical body. If you're feeling aches, pains, blockages, you'll feel them in these full eclipse or these strong eclipse energies. Make sure that you're using these to pay attention to how you're doing with things. Eclipses amplify how we're feeling, what's going on with us, what's going on in our life as well too. So they tend to amplify your energy anyways. Feeling miserable, you're gonna feel extra miserable. Feeling really, really good and in a deeper alignment, you'll be feeling that as well too. So we want to use these collective energy shifts to get into a deeper alignment. Okay, so divine feminine has been holding back. You might not have expressed yourself good with this person. You might have a hard time expressing your heavy emotions that you feel, or your feelings, or sharing how you feel with this person. You might not have told them how you truly feel. Pay attention to your intuition, divine feminine. You're going to get gut feeling, psychic premonition, and sixth senses. This can be things that people are telling you as messages. Messages come in many forms. It might be angel numbers, right? Like waking up and seeing angel numbers. Or it could be messages from your angels. It could be just sensing it, knowing what to do. Oftentimes we're told what to do a lot of times by people outside of us, but it's very important that you're going within for your guidance, because your own path isn't going to make sense to everyone, especially when it comes to the twin flame journey. It's very important that you're tapping into your inner guidance and your intuition of what to do, especially if you're on a twin flame journey as well too. Allow your spirit guides and angels to guide you through this process. Okay, so we have new love, and once again, I'll go back to, you're probably getting messages from your twin flame's higher self. They're speaking to you through things that you're seeing. It could be on television, it could be music, things people are saying, like what's going on with people around you. You might hear stories and it's like your twin flame situation, or things that remind you of them. But also, this is new love coming in as well too, and a new beginning coming. This is a twin flame reading, so I mean with your person as well too. So if you guys are in a no contact or separation, expect something to come out of that. And it could be the other person needs to do some inner work or some soul searching, but there's going to be some type of new beginning with you both once you've done enough of that healing work. Okay, so we have divine feminine is going through a huge transformation. Do not let your ego talk you out of doing things right now. Pay attention to your ego narratives and thoughts. This is what's playing out in your reality. This is why twin flame, they don't just, it's not like you go into separation and they just come back, or if you haven't done that inner work, the same thing will happen. You need to be in the separation so that you can change your thoughts and your own beliefs and your own patterns that have nothing to do with your twin flame that you've been kind of going through. So in separation, it is a space where you have ascended masters and beings that are here to guide you, to help you to clear negative beliefs and ways that you're seeing things in the head space. This is where the deepest mastery and inner work comes through as well too. So pay attention if you have negative narratives. Yeah, your twin flame's playing them out. They're all coming from within you, this entire experience. So it's important that you're also paying attention to the things that you're thinking as blocks to your union, and nothing will change until you shift those negative beliefs and blocks that have come up, putting you in separation if you're in that state. This is why you're needing to do a ton of inner work and a lot of healing as well too. Your twin flame has showed you in the physical some of your own beliefs and patterns that were not serving you, to help you to clear. Oftentimes it's whatever has happened left you in separation, and you're being guided to dive deep and do that healing work and to release and heal whatever's coming up as well too. Okay, so if you have this could have brought up attachment wounding, attachments, negative beliefs, negative energies, a lot of negative emotions, depending on your own situation of what your twin flame has triggered in you as well too. This is opening up your throat chakra, speaking your truth, and better expressing yourself as well too. Really work with your throat chakra energy as well too. Divine feminine has some blockages in this lifetime that they're working on healing to better align with your energy, shift into a higher frequency, and align with your truth. We have releasing the past and karmic relationships. Twin flames might feel like the most karmic of all relationships, as they are bound together by karma. They're fated to meet and destined to meet as well too at different times. And then this is maybe kicking up things. You're needing to let go of your past, and whether it is you've been through other karmic relationships and the patterns have come up in your twin flame situation, or you have fear of being hurt from past relationships, or couldn't quite fully open up to this connection or trust it in some type of way, you're being guided to clear the karmic energies of your past. Oftentimes you might have been through a negative love experience and you keep replaying it like, oh, I hope the twin flame isn't like that, or I hope it doesn't go like this, or it is going like this, or, you know, and the reason why you've been through these karmic experiences is to practice for the twin flame, all of it. And I just started to realize that too, because I get a lot of information and downloads. So you think your twin flame is mirroring your past partners or childhood in some type of way, but in reality, your childhood and your past partners were to prepare you for the twin flame, so you would know how to handle them. And a lot of times your past partners or even childhood may reflect different areas, because we're doing the divine feminine, of your masculine, so that you would know how to handle and, you know, deal with this person as well too. You've been through a lot of training and practice, but oftentimes unknowingly or unconsciously in your lifetime to ascend into this divine union, because that is what ascension is. It is to come together within the spiritual, within your higher self, with your twin flame in complete balance. Now, this lunar eclipse is all about balance, balancing our own energy and coming together in balance with our twin flame as well too. Mystical messages, follow the signs. You're getting a ton of messages from your twin flame's higher self, no matter how their ego, because it's always ego that keeps us apart, creates distance or separation here in the physical. Their higher self loves you and is trying to keep you on course and is guiding you in the spiritual. This is why you can feel your twin flame around you, sense them, you're receiving messages. Pay attention to the spirit signs. You might be dreaming about them as well too. Sometimes these are signs that you're coming out of separation. When you're dreaming about them, you're getting a lot of angel numbers, you're seeing reminders of them and things like that. And the reason why these things happen is because they're thinking about you. And when they're thinking about you, you're getting actual signs in your reality. Someone can be thinking about you and you see something in your reality that physically comes into it, like a sign or, you know, a message in some way, and it's in the physical and you're like, bam, oh my God, there's my twin flame's name, or there's something like a reminder. And that is because they're thinking about you as well too, and connecting with you in the higher spiritual. So even if the ego can't do this at that moment in time temporarily, in the spiritual, you've already merged into that oneness state, and you're getting these higher downloads, messages, intuition, and signs. A lot of spirit messages coming through divine feminine. Allow them to uplift your frequency and to guide you. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles. Something may have happened where you weren't working together, and because this is 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and usually it's like working together. This might be you aren't learning from the past mistakes, and like you guys were not coming together. The best connections come together for teamwork. You guys are able to easily work together on different projects and different things. I work with so many twin flames, and oftentimes you guys are meant to be doing actual work or spiritual work together as well too, building missions, businesses, companies. Like oftentimes you'll find they do the same stuff job wise or whatever it is as well too. So you're needing to learn from the lessons of the past, especially if you have been in a separation. You're needing to learn from what has happened or what has come up with this person. We have the Strength card. Once again, we're talking about balancing out your emotions, and this is you tapping into your strength and your confidence, overcoming fears, doubts, and anxiety. You're needing to clear the fear, anxiety, and doubt. Much of it comes from living on Earth, the collective fields, also from your family line as well too. Since we're doing our South Node today, right? We're dealing with the root chakra and releasing fear. Much of it's picked up from our family line or family programming. You'll probably notice you're in some of the same situations as your family line, or you're learning closely with them or haven't gone too far from them. This is because you're needing to really heal that as well too. Healing your base chakra, releasing any fear, especially any fear around this connection as well too. We have the 6 of Cups. I always love this. This is a positive reunion and it is a it's a really positive card, but we also have we'll say we have the 3 in it as well too, even though it is the 6 of Cups. So this is like childhood stuff, but this is like childhood issues and thinking of the past a little too much. It could be third energies in it, connected with family stuff or whatever it is. You're needing to heal and release some of your own family wounding and issues as well too. It's easy to blame the generation that came before us, but we're actually dealing with intergenerational trauma, where if sometimes your parents don't tell you, but oftentimes they were raised in the same way they raised you. Realizing this, that like oftentimes you guys are bringing back that nostalgia from your childhood. Some of the things they did with you or enjoyed to do with you probably came from their childhood as well too. And sometimes they were not healed from that generation coming back, and they passed on a lot of, we'll say, negative stuff, and even snowballed a lot of intergenerational trauma to us in our day as well too. Needing to let go of any of the family patterns or family blocks or karmic blocks that came from the family. Sometimes these are just limitations or issues that you are struggling with that your parents also struggled with too. Clearing these things. Ace of Wands, but in reverse. So this is delays and setbacks, and this could be holding yourself back. So oftentimes, and I love this, this is usually like new beginnings and good news and messages. In reverse, you might feel like you're not, some of you guys, take what resonates, are not having a lot of contact or communication with your twin flame. I always describe it as a blackout in that separation. You could be in an actual blackout, no communication, not a lot of communication as well too. Just kind of depends on your situation. There could be setbacks. And then since this is the feminine reading, you might feel these are on your masculine side. They might have been like, whoa, 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 or not ready, or delayed or stopped the union in some type of way. Work on what you can control, which is your own energy, your own frequency, and healing yourself. We're going to do a reading just really fast. I wanted to come on here and do some cards. Let's do a reading really fast for the Divine Masculine just to see where they're at too. So Divine Feminine, if you're watching, take these as direct messages from your masculine, but we're doing the masculine collective. I settled for second best because I didn't deserve you. And this isn't for everyone, but for those of you guys that your twin flame acted like they didn't want you, wanted to be single, wanted to date, whatever. And then you start to realize that it doesn't matter. None of these people are, and I don't mean to be like ego-y, but they're not as good as you ever. And that if they are going to do that grass is greener on the other side and hang out with other people, they're going to realize these are superficial, shallow connections. And so what is happening with the Divine Masculine is they're figuring out that they've outgrown the matrix. And when they're trying to go back there to hang out with karmics and things like that, it's very, very, something is not there. It doesn't click. It's unsatisfying. So sometimes karmics will give you family and like building things. They're here to like, you know, give you what you're lacking, but it's actually coming at a cost, a very high karmic cost, and it's very unsatisfying as well too, especially if you've met your twin flame and you've got a glimpse of that love bubble. And that was just a glimpse of, imagine if you guys come into union, how amazing that will feel, right? When you're in the love bubble, it's not meant to go. It's like, it's supposed to go love bubble, deeper work, and coming into union, and it feels, you know, 10 times, 100 times as spectacular as that love bubble as well too. But oftentimes during that inner work phase, this is where people run and try to go backwards as well too. For those masculines that are trying to go backwards, you guys probably found that you can't, and that like these are like, I always say NPC, that a lot of the people in your life are subconscious projections, NPC types, and you'll try to have conversations with them, and it's like talking to a computer program. It's talking to the matrix, right? So for those of you guys that are way in your simulation or running back to the matrix, you're gonna find these are more like programs, I know, right? And you try to talk to them, and they only go so deep. They don't really go there with you. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger, and I can't control them. And you'll find that as for those that are trying to do separation or move on, especially if one is trying to control it, it makes it even worse. You have trouble sleeping, full on purges and things like that, being apart from this person, because, you know, the ego is strong of doing what it wants, but our soul is stronger. Your higher self actually gives you your lessons, and your soul gives you your lessons as well too. So if the masculine is trying to put feminine out of mind, they're finding they can't, that they're thinking about them all the time and obsessing over them. Like, you know, could be wondering what they're doing, popping in your mind, dreaming about them late at night, right? Thinking about them, missing them, wondering what they're doing. I couldn't handle your words. Even when you're upset with me, it was too painful. Divine Feminine was very harsh with their words as well too. Could have projected a lot of their own separation pain as well too. Look at cause and effect though, if this has happened, not for everyone, but cause and effect. And so sometimes this is the karmic cause and effect of things as well too. Masculine caught up in a karmic cycle of cause and effect that are in separation with their divine feminines as well too. They may have unknowingly caused some of this as well too and kicked some of this up too. So they've had to deal with a backlash of things said, energy projected, and stuff like that. They're sitting there thinking about things that were said in a negative way. I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before. I now do. And this is to wake you up to the connection, whether if something is meant to play out and it goes off, the universe will correct it. And so sometimes if you're being guided back to this connection, it's because it's destined. You're able to let go of and forgive the past. You're able to see past certain flaws and see how important this connection is. You've learned how important this connection is. So basically separation is to test the connection, and you'll find that no matter how far apart you stretch, you know, it's like a rubber band. It pulls back. It goes apart and comes right back. And so no matter how far you stretch it, you cannot break this connection. Many people are trying. They'll try everything to put this person out of mind. Other connections, moving on, separation, distance, blocking, ignoring, avoiding, but finding that the energetic connection remains to this person. Needing to find forgiveness. Masculine is needing to let go of the past, of certain things that have happened or played out. They've seen their shadow side and their flaws. Your divine feminine has a front, it's like you both have front row seats to each other's lives. Like no one else sees anything about your life, but your divine feminine remotely can tap in and see everything. Like literally sees all the little, like, you know, other women, other things you're creating, what you're doing, right? And things no one could ever see when you were with the karmics, but they have literally, like, it's like being on a stage front row to your life, and it goes both ways as well too. So they've seen through you to such a deep level of how you're living your life, or things that are out of alignment or not in alignment with the union as well too. And this was unnerving to you. They've seen your flaws, but still loved you and accepted you and wanted you. And this is where you're like, no one's done that. Usually they see your flaws and leave, right? Divine Feminine has seen all of the mess and the broken pieces and all of it, and not done that. Now, I always think it's funny, masculine usually gets unnerved, and not all the time, but sometimes we'll run from that too. And this is the funny thing too, because like everyone, that's how humanity is as well too. So Divine Feminine has seen these pieces, these messy pieces, and still chosen to love you. That's the real issue for some masculines. All right, reunion. There is a reunion energy. There is a union energy, right? Like, and this might be what scares you. Some of you guys weren't expecting a relationship or a commitment, and you met this person. So there is this reunion, meant to come back to each other, meant to be the one, and meant to be together forever. And this is where a lot of that purging fear and getting things out of your system comes about. So expect unexpected outcomes and things not to go as planned. This is waking you up. This is a spiritual awakening. Your ego is not liking it. This has been an uncomfortable process. You go through literal waves of ego death and letting go, and it can feel like that too. So this is a fast track to a spiritual awakening. This is where I think, and I said I don't know, I think Easter is next week, Passover, Easter. This is the rebirth, right? We're in the rebirth energies, so we're still in, this eclipse is bringing us through the death energies. Actually, today's eclipse aligns with Pluto, death, the underworld, right? Shadow work and things still coming up. But we're going into this spring rebirth energies. This is speeding up your spiritual awakening. It's helping you to release a lot of energies fast and to clear and cleanse things. Maybe making you uncomfortable. You're in quite the storm from this connection that has swept through your life. All right, this person is watching your social media, right? Or maybe you're watching theirs because we have the guy on the card, right? You might be stalking their social media, wondering what they're doing, or maybe they're looking at yours as well too. This is for the people that are not blocked. If they're blocked, if you have blocked this person, or they're blocked on, or they have blocked you on their social media, then obviously you're not able to see things. That's the true blackout, right? But if you're not blocked and you're able to access their page, like your friends, public page, not friends, they're looking at your social media if they're able to. Remember that too. I always encourage twin flames to not block each other so that they can kind of stay connected online at least. This will help. Okay, this is fast track to ascension. You have been chosen. You are for spiritual awakening, for ascension in this lifetime. And this is important that you're moving through the ascension. Your divine feminine is here to help you. I can't remember what, but I posted a funny meme the other day. Like, divine masculine used to have to go sit in a cave for 15 years and to meditate to achieve awakening. But now you just have to pass all the tests of your divine feminine, the oracle, right, as well too. So this is divine feminine. Some of your divine feminines are in that high priestess energy, are quite awakened, might be even teaching ascension or healers or something like that. Not everyone's as well too, but they're helping you through regardless your awakening and your ascension. All right, this is aligning with abundance. This person in your union has the capacity to activate a lot of abundance and positive energies in your life, but you need to clear your energy blocks, activating your higher chakras. You have a lot of blockages, especially if you've been trying to repress, shut off things, not face things in your life. Clearing your chakra system, doing some types of twin flame energy clearings on my website, number one best way to do it, but doing chakra work, working on your chakras, this will help you. Some of you guys may be too blocked up, and if you're having triggers or things that have come up on your end, masculine, needing to clear your energy more. All right, this is practice patience in the situation. Have patience as things are unfolding with this situation. Okay, we have the Fool in reverse. Now, I love the Fool because it's new beginnings and leaping into union, and it's very positive. But in reverse, this is masculine is afraid to take that new beginning. They were afraid. They're having no faith or hope in the situation, and they did not take a chance. They have might have feel they missed a chance, and that they had an opportunity with this twin flame union, but they didn't go for it. And now they're stuck and resisting change. Well, eclipses are bringing change. Maybe not today, but through this eclipse gateway, as we go into this one eclipse, we're in the middle of two eclipses. We go into an eclipse corridor. So today opens up an eclipse corridor, which is going to bring a lot of change into your lives. If you're resisting the flow and not changing, things come fast. So just know that. So this is once again death in reverse, and this is resisting and ending or change, fear of moving on. A lot of negative patterns and holding on to old situations. The biggest block to union is holding on to past situations, old karmic lovers, family, dead stuff in your life, like literal death, dead. like these timelines are dead, but you're hanging on to the old, the matrix. So we go through a spiritual awakening, and I don't even know if you guys know, the 3D can no longer see you. Oftentimes you guys are sitting there chit-chatting yourself and don't even realize that there is a divide between the unawakened and the awake. Most people that are awakened, they hold on to the unawakened, and when you guys do, it makes them not very well, if you didn't notice, for their health. You're bad for their health. Like if you were awakened and you're hanging out with the muggles and non-awake people, you're really bad on their health, actually. And so oftentimes you guys are holding on to the old and not even realizing they can't hear or see you. It's much like going into another dimension as well too. So some of you guys are really holding on to your old life. Friends, family, past lovers, acquaintances, kids, whatever it is. Not realizing you're meant to move forward on this journey. So this is resisting changes. Masculine is resisting union for those in separation, holding on to old situations that are well dead in their life. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is your divine feminine. You might be coming across as too sensitive, bitter, and maybe even we'll say manipulative or not listening to their intuition as well too. Coming through in your reading as well too. You might think that they're immature as well too, how they're coming across. This is that love energy in your own divine feminine. So you'll think it's the manifestation of your outer. It's actually you not listening to your intuition. Divine masculine, you need to listen to your intuition. You're blocking out certain messages that you're getting, or you're not following it. One thing to hear it, another to listen. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is your money might be flowing backwards. You might have missed opportunities, delays, and we're talking about union as well too. So maybe you've tried to slow down or delay union. Maybe your lack of planning or lack of, mentality as well too. So I love this when it's upright. It's like a chance to go into new opportunities, manifestations, and manifesting your dreams. Something is backwards with this. Maybe you have a plan and you didn't follow through the divine plan. So we think we get our plan with the manifesting. No, we're just tapping into the divine plan of our life. So maybe you had a lot of access to your divine plan with this union of what to do, and you're trying to go backwards and not do it, or not listen to your intuition, and you're missing opportunities and chances within this union as well too, and now it's messing your finances up. And it could just be, you know, you're not flowing there, you're stressed out, you're struggling, but also your mentality when it comes to money and your finances. This was meant to open you up to new pathways, new opportunities into the 5D. And so when we see people in separation or choosing separation, it's the 4D. You're choosing to stay in the 4D and not transcend into the 5 for whatever reason. Could be afraid of going into the unknown, fear of change, fear of moving forward. Twin flame union happens in the 5D as well too. Just kind of depends on where each twin flame is at as well too. You're supposed to meet in the 5D of it too. So for those that are choosing, consciously choosing, resisting and blocking union, staying in the 4D right now. Divine masculine needing to elevate through this union into the 5D. Okay, I'm gonna go with that note anyways, but have a beautiful day. If you guys need me, I'm doing eclipse healings the rest of the day. Just go ahead and book them on my website. Have a beautiful day.